Home Box Office has asked the Boxing Writers Association of America to cast their votes for the 3 best fighters of each division, then the best fighter of each division, and finally, the greatest prize fighter of all time. And you can match your picks against these experts. And speaking of experts, working with me, author, sportscaster, Larry Merchant. Larry, welcome again on Home Box Office. And Bill Gallo, the president of the Boxing Writers Association of America. Bill, how do you become a member of the Boxing Writers Association?
Well, they're newspaper men from all over the country, and they work for newspapers or magazines. But they're people who cover boxing on a steady basis.
And Larry, we're all matching eras here. We're going back. We had some films all the way back to 1897. How do you feel about matching boxers 40, 50 years ago compared to those of nowadays?
Well, it's sort of like matching singers or actors. How do you compare Barrymore with Brando and Brando with De Niro? It's awfully difficult, but we do have the evidence on film.
Which is quite a standard for measuring boxers, the movies. And we're going to now show you a montage of the lightweight division as we start off with our finale. And we had some outstanding lightweights, so let's just take a look at a few of them. Well, those were some of the best lightweights of all time. Now let's get down to the final 3 best, as voted by the Boxing Writers Association, and the number 3 finisher, Henry Armstrong. Let's take a look at him in action.
Henry Armstrong, world's lightweight and welterweight champion, battles Lou Ambers in a 15-rounder for the lightweight title. We're in round 1. Henry Armstrong with a white stripe. By beating Ambers in their first fight, Armstrong became the first man in history to hold 3 titles at one and the same time. He held the featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight crowns. After that battle, Armstrong gave up the featherweight crown, so now he's the welterweight and lightweight champion. The end of round 1. Now we're in round 14. The end of the fight.
And the second place winner of the best of the lightweights, Benny Leonard.
Benny Leonard backing off against Jimmy McClellan. Babyface Jimmy McClellan with tremendous punching power in both hands. Benny Leonard, a boxing master and quite a puncher himself. The referee is Arthur Donovan. Since Leonard's return, he's had 19 bouts. He scored 7 KOs. He drew and won, winning 11. He's far from the old Leonard, though, and tonight is his first great test against an outstanding opponent, Jimmy McClellan. Benny Leonard had made a great deal of money in the ring. McClellan almost goes down with that right cross by Leonard, but McClellan is young and strong, and he battles back now. That sneaky, fast right-hand punch by Benny Leonard. Round 4. Leonard looking to draw the lead from Jimmy McClellan. with head feints. Another dancing master showing some of his former foot brilliance now. Moving smartly in and out of range. Leonard showing samples of his former brilliance. But McClellan has speed and youth and strength on his side. Jimmy McClellan, one of the headliners of the day against Benny Leonard, the great old pro.
And the boxing writers voted Roberto Duran as the greatest lightweight of all time.
The fighters come out for round one. Duran, to the right of your screen, began his career in 1967, only 4 years ago. Duran is a great knockout artist. He has had 23 fights, winning them all, 19 by knockout, a very impressive record. This is Roberto's 6th fight this year. None of the opponents he has faced this year have been able to go the distance. Kobayashi, to the right of your screen, is 27 years old, 7 years older than Duran. Kobayashi began his ring career in 1962, 9 years ago. A good exchange here in round one. Duran going right after Kobayashi here in round one. Blistering exchange here in round one. Roberto Duran trying to end it all. Neither fighter trying to feel the other out. Duran has dynamite in both hands, and he's showing it tonight. A crushing combination by Roberto Duran, and Kobayashi is down. The referee picks up the count. It doesn't look like Kobayashi is going to be able to make it up. It's all over. Roberto Duran wins by a 7th round knockout. Duran records his 24th win with a crushing 7th round KO of Hiroshi Kobayashi. Roberto Duran's fans are elated as they cheer their hero, knowing that their young whirlwind puncher has an excellent chance of becoming the lightweight champion of the world.
This was a very close vote in the lightweight division. Duran just edged out Benny Leonard. Do you agree with it? Who did you vote for, Bill?
I voted for Duran. I realized that the older members of our fraternity, the boxing writers, they would pick Benny Leonard because of his superior boxing style. But I feel that Duran has, he can box now, but not the boxer that Leonard was, but he's such a powerful hitter. To me, there's no greater lightweight that I ever saw.
How about you, Larry?
I think Duran deserves it. He showed in his most recent fights the patience of a good boxer as well as the devastating punching power with either hand. I'd also like to remind some of our viewers that really one of the great champions, and a champion who's overlooked, the modern fighter, was Carlos Ortiz, who was a master boxer and a good puncher with both hands, could take a punch, an outstanding fighter. Too bad he came before so much television has come back to boxing.
All right, the modern has won the first division, the award by the Boxing Writers Association, Roberto Duran. All right, what about the welterweights as we step up a little bit?